Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about how you can take your photography skills to the next level. So, thank you for joining me in this video on how to take better images. Let's get it. Alright, so basically we have 6 tips that I personally use in pretty much in my journey of how I got to where I am today. So if you're just watching, my name is Timothy, head and CEO of TDM Productions, where I photograph weddings full-time for about now. I don't want to give numbers because it's not, if I start giving numbers, then I have to do that for every video. So basically, I've been shooting weddings since 2017. So I thank you for joining me. And if you haven't, go ahead and like and subscribe because, you know, this is the TDM family, you know what I'm saying? So welcome. All right, so basically, I have here 6 tips that can help you in taking better images. All right, so before we get into it, just a quick disclaimer. I am no way saying that I'm smarter than every photographer in the world. I'm not saying I'm the best photographer ever. I am still learning and growing, and thought, why not have you guys come along with me so we can learn together. So if you hear any errors or anything I might have said in any videos I've done, please let me know in the comments, and I would be glad to see them because I'm always open to learn and I take critic very seriously. So thank you again for sticking with me. All right, let's get into it. So the first tip is to know the basics of your camera. So what I mean by that is if you're just starting out or if you just bought a camera recently, make sure you go on. There's a lot of videos online that teach you the basics of your camera. So like I would say this, if you have the camera in front of you, take it out and go through the settings. And the 3 top settings that I really want you to really try to grasp will be the ISO, the aperture, and the shutter speed. Those 3 things are so crucial because those are the foundations for every single image that you take. Now, if you are a person that just started, you're going to be using the auto setting. So it's going to adjust all that for you. So no worries yet. So still play with that, get used to the camera, the buttons. But if you're somebody who already used that function and want to step it up a little bit more, that's when you want to enter the manual setting. Now, I won't get into full detail because that's a whole nother video. But basically with manual, that allows you to control everything on your camera. So with that being said, if you have time, go online, and I will try to make videos on it. I mean, I just started, but I will be making videos on how to use and understand each of those 3 key elements. So the ISO, aperture, and shutter speed. So the second thing is know how to pose your clients. And what I mean by posing is you don't want to have a client who is more shy and you want them to be posing extravagant. Before the shoot comes or the day of the shoot comes, always ask your clients what are they comfortable in doing. So me as a wedding photographer, I will always ask my clients what vision they have in terms of their pictures. So some may say dramatic, some may say romantic, some may say candid. Based off of those answers, I'm not going to be putting them in situations or poses that will go against what they want. So always ask your client different questions that can help you approach posing them. Now, when it comes to the actual posing, that's a whole nother video on its own. But just to give you an example, so let's say that they want a dramatic pose and you're thinking, well, this person is shy, I don't know how to do it. Always do an icebreaker, make them laugh, don't talk about stuff, you know, just really get to know them on the shoot as you go. And you'll find they loosening up, and then the more they loose up, then you can start slowly constructing that pose. So if you want them to do something with a dress and you want to fly it, like throw the dress or something, then just offer that suggestion. You know, you're gonna have a couple of shots where it's not gonna be it, but when they see that you're trying to do a pose, they will actually fall into it more comfortably than before. So always look into that. But again, if you want to learn more about posing and the logistics to it, let me know and I can talk about it because I got y'all, you know what I'm saying? We family, you know what I mean? The next step is to choose the right time of day. So why you want to choose the right time is because it's going to impact your images overall. So if you're shooting at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, chances are the sun is going to be dead center, causing a lot of shadows to be on the subject. Now, there are ways to go around that, but if you're starting out, you're not going to have all the equipment available to you. So be mindful, if you want to shoot at 12 o'clock in an open area, you're going to have a lot of harsh shadows. Now, let's say for me, I am a wedding photographer, so all the packages that I have has an engagement session included. So I actually start 3 hours before sunset. And this is because the light is very nice. It's golden hour. It has that nice, beautiful tone. And then that will help me as a photographer produce better overall images. So make sure that you pay attention to those things because that will impact your images overall. So the next one is to know the client's vision. So before any shoot that you do, always talk to your clients beforehand to understand what type of images that they would like for you to produce. So for me, I always have what is called a mood board on Pinterest. So I tell them to pin about 15 images, and that will allow me to not only see the type of poses that they would like, but also the outfit, the location, the weather condition, and the overall style. And also be patient with every single client because everybody does not know what they want. And for you to not understand that will frustrate them and they will look elsewhere because all they want to do is have a nice photo shoot, but you keep tugging them on something that they aren't sure what it is that they want yet. So do things like that. Have them go on Pinterest, have them send you images that they think is awesome, and then you as an artist will look at that and discover the ultimate vision. So make sure you understand their vision. All right, so the fifth tip is to know how to edit. So what I mean by knowing how to edit is basically don't be shy to learn new programs such as Lightroom, Adobe Photoshop. You have your other edits like, you know, some apps on your phone, but I recommend Lightroom on the desktop version and Lightroom on the mobile version. And the reason being is because it's super flexible and you'll be surprised of how much you can do to an image using these programs. Now, they do cost, you know, a monthly fee, but it's worth it and it's not that expensive, and you'll be surprised of how much you can do within those apps. So you took a photo, beach, beautiful sunset, everything is glamorous, and you're like, okay, how can I bring this photo even more attractive? So you want to, let's say, bump up some saturation. You can do some object removal, some spot removals, you know, get some people heads out the water, and then you can also increase the brightness. And I mean, I can go on and on and on. That is something that is really cool to have at your disposal when you're editing, because you don't want to take a picture of someone in the dark and send that to them. You want to take that picture, bring it in Lightroom, raise the brightness, and adjust a few settings to get that nice look that you're going for. And just those few tweaks can make a huge difference. So learn basic editing. All right, and the last one is crucial. Practice, practice, practice. So anytime you have any free time during the week, during the weekend, get some friends, get a family member, buy a prop and practice your shooting. So if you're just starting out and you're like, man, Tim, I don't have any gigs, I don't have anyone that I know, I just got this camera and I just want to get out there, do some free shoots. Now, I know a lot of you are listening, and especially the professionals, pissed right now that I said that, but that's how I got into it. I've done some free photo shoots just to make sure that I get the practice that I need in order to excel further in my craft. Now, there are other ways you can go about it. Don't look at it like, oh man, I'm doing it for free, this is not helping me. Make it worth your time. So if you're going to do it for free, make sure the person that you're shooting for has something that you need as well. So let's say you need a website and the person that designs the website needs some headshots. So cool, you give them headshots and they will return the favor by making your website. Now, keep in mind, it has to be the same value, so that way the other person doesn't feel like they overworking for their time, but that's up to you and them to discuss. But always make sure that you always getting something in return, as they will get something from you if you're doing it for free. So continue to practice, practice, and practice. It will pay pay off. So with that being said, that pretty much wrap up this video. If this helped you in any way, please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section below what other questions you have that I can help you in answering. So with that being said, this is your boy Tim from TDM Productions, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.